not every day you can, not every year. And I'm just so proud. I mean, it just, you know, it's just having an elk, even if it was a cow or a bull, it's just getting out and doing it. Even if you didn't even harvest one, just seeing them and getting out there and seeing them in the wild is a big thing. And it's just totally awesome. But we went to go back and get the truck, because we was with a couple other people, and we actually walked past our truck. And was coming to Growler Road. Now, if I would have gotten the truck and came, we would have went right past the tracks. And I guess everything happens for a reason.
Oh man, we traveled all the summer long. I missed out on hunting season just to get him a bull tag here, and I went all over. I probably put over 100,000 miles on my truck just to.
It just seems like it.
Just and I hunted hard. I pushed him hard yesterday. We went 10.5 miles all yesterday through the woods, and
you got to be in shape.
Yeah, you definitely got to be in shape for that. I'm here. I'm holding the backpack and all the equipment, and he's got one gun and just walking through. And he was having a hard time, but I told him, he's like, we got to keep going. Got to keep pushing him.
I told my brother, and he was driving. I said, you got to stop. He says, you see something? No. I said, I got a Charlie horse. So you got to stretch my legs. I says, if you walk for him, especially in the snow, it's hard on you. I mean, I can see why people will have heart attacks and really get themselves into a lot of trouble.
What's that, Euro? You stick it in the ground or something like that?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I just seen that one guy.
28.5 on the spread.
You just spread it. 28.5.
That's a nice symmetrical rack. Good looking animal. It's about as perfect as you can get, I think.
Will helped us out a lot by
I think
giving us a call.
For this one.
Because if it wasn't for Will, we wouldn't have came down here.
No, we would have been backing on way further.
So I got owe Will a lot of thanks. Thanks, Will.
Yep, thank you, Will. Thank you, Brandon. Thank everybody that come out and help us. I really appreciate it.
Help us drag this out. And
Dad, congratulations, buddy.
I know.
Thank
you, buddy.
Man. Thank you, Grandpa. And
he's looking down on us.
oh yeah. 458. He blessed us too. That's
yes, he did.
You wore his hat. You wore his thinking.
Yeah, I shot his guy.
Are you wearing some things that belong to your father, or
his hat?
Yeah.
This hat, and using his truck, and he passed away here in May, and
his last wish was for him to get an elk tag. Not even 2 weeks after he passed away. Here we go. Go home from work, and Dad, you got something in the mail from the tribal.
Well, it was a call from the tribe itself.
Beautiful. Good job, guys.
All right, we just finished checking our first elk of the season, a bull, and now we have a second one down, and we're following a hunter, or maybe part of his hunting crew, to the site. Should be is a cow, and so we're gonna check on that, see what we have, and might wrap it up for today.
Shot it, went about 15 feet and stopped again, and then I shot it again.
Okay.
And then it went off to the side and fell down, just laid there. I thought, okay. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and it tries to get back up, because Howard said he could see one back in the woods back up there. So it's tried to get up, walk a little ways down. It went down probably about, 5 times, 6 times, easily. Blood everywhere it was. So yeah, there's enough blood out there. Then that blizzard came in for 5 seconds. God, that was nuts. Right there. Now.
Oh, Indian guide. I was seeing probably close to 16, 17.
Oh, okay.
And right over there, she was standing right there, and she gave me a shot on through the trees. So that's when I shot her right there in the side. She kicked around for a little bit, but not a lot.
Pretty
No,
much
she just
done.
laid there. She didn't move. Her legs are still twitching, so I just kept an eye on her.
4 shots total?
4 shots total, yeah.
Yes.
Is that okay size, you think?
We'll see. Yeah. It's gonna feel more than okay when we drag it out.
I'm sure it will.
No, we did a loop. We didn't find any secondary blood trails leaving, so everything he's telling us is lining up with what we see on the ground here. Only thing we saw was at least 2 people coming over that ridge that they didn't even know about, so somebody came through here in relative time when they were back here as well. They just didn't see them. Only thing else I want to check is back where the initial shot was at, alongside that oil well site. I'm going to walk the edge of that to make sure there's no secondaries leaving there, and then he's good to go. So it looks good so far.
We're cold.
We're cold.
We're cold, yeah.
All right, you'll get warm here in a second. Meets up to your armpits.
You know what? We were very, very lucky. Somebody got onto the herd, and we just went after it. And the first few hills about killed me, climbing them. I mean, it's rugged that way, but once we got that first batch we ran into, we were like within 50 to 80 yards of them. And once I saw them, I don't know, just adrenaline kicked in or something, because I did not hurt after that. I was sore that night when I got home, but the next morning I got up, I wasn't sore either, so we took off again. But we had ample opportunities as far as that goes. We were only there for we just drove on in, Howard and I did, and they said, there's some sighted up here, come on up. And like I said, the guys were really helpful getting us on track and helping us out. That was a big deal to me like that. I think I told Archie that too about it, you know, with the hunt over there and stuff like that, the way we organized and went around them on, it was like a real tribal hunt where the guys went out and got something, because we were grouped up pretty good. And if we found something, hey, there's a big bull over here, we'll get after him. But that was even Roger. He said, go across and get in front of him. He goes, after that kid shot that 6x6. Cool, but I'm not kidding you, to see them clanking their horns, what a rush. So cool.
So you said it was like a real tribal hunt?
I thought it was.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
I meant like it was, the guys went out and went hunting together. I mean, we all worked together. Somebody got one, we went after it. So that was pretty much it. I was really pleased with that. That was Archie. He goes, how you feeling? I goes, I am sore tonight. And I am tired.
It was 340. It was 11 pounds for that gambit. So yeah, 329 total dressed.
So what we got is they backed out. It was bedding down every 20 to 30 yards. They've got blood. They waited about an hour. Now they're going to go back in and get after it. So you can walk with them if you like. Just give them some room and let these guys do what they do. I'm staying back here. Not enough. You don't want to scare those animals when they'll either come back. Hopefully it's laying up there where they stopped, a couple 100 yards from where they stopped, or they're going to be taking care of business. And so good luck.
What do you think of that blood?
That's where it ended.
I think it was standing right here when he shot. She walked up here and laid down. She went up in here and she bedded down a couple times. And then we back out, so we're hoping she's not too far back up there. She lay down here first, but there was no blood. She laid down again there. There's a little bit of blood. Well, we're tracking a wounded elk, and it took us in a nice big loop. And we're waiting on William Sr. and Jr. They're checking it out in the woods. See if they can't find him. Got a peek at her, just for a second. So yeah, we're gonna go back to the truck and wait quietly.
And eat our donuts.
Good job, young man. Go over on the other side here and come grab your leg for your dad. I ain't kidding you. He had and I'm not lying, I'm talking like a 10, 11-inch shot right to the base of the neck. That's all we could see at about 60 yards. He put it right on there, squeezed the trigger, the head fell right down. And we walked up and took care of the rest. So, beautiful shot, his second shot. First shot was a little back, but these guys stuck to her. I mean, stuck on her. I'd say about 3 miles. They tracked it before we got here. So, go he'll show you where the first shot was. Take a point at that again there, Will. He's a young hunter. I mean, he had a couple of seasoned hunters with him, or veteran hunters with him, and they found that first shot. They did everything right. They followed it for about an hour, and then they felt like they were bumping it. So what they did is they backed out. They didn't push the animal. If they would have pushed them, this thing could have ran forever. So they backed out for about an hour or so, and we went back in there with a bigger crew, and the bigger crew bumped her again. So positive and negatives. You know, when you go back in like that, we thought we had a good solid shot on her, so we weren't worried about bumping her again. But once we had 5 or 6 guys following up on her, it's way too many bodies in the woods following up on an animal like this. So after they bumped her once, everyone peeled off except for Will Sr. and Will Jr., and they tracked her for another mile at least, eh? Mile and a half?
By ourselves?
Yeah, by yourselves.
Probably half mile, I have 2 miles.
They came across the road we were on, sawdust, came around to the south of us a good half mile, walked basically around where we were parked a good half mile or so, and crossed back across sawdust. And that's when we got back on our track. So, but it's real important to follow up on a shot like that. You don't want to give the animal, you want to give it the respect it deserves. You don't want a wounded animal out there, and these guys did perfect. This is a textbook end to hard work. Take your time and do it right. This is what's going to happen. So, good job, boys. This thing is big, buddy.
Yeah, it has.
I'm thinking 370. What do you think, boys?
She's clean. No lumps on the lungs, no nodules, no sign of disease.
All right, now we gotta get around the car.
Just grass in the belly.
Get in there, pal.
Just like we like to see it.
All you. Pick them ladies up.
Let's drag this thing out of here.
Why do we look in the belly?
Well, there's not supposed to be any baiting over here, my understanding. So there shouldn't be, like, I mean, there could be some corn because there are some fields here, but it shouldn't be full of corn like it's been eating on a bait pile. You're not supposed to bait elk anyway. In this far east, I'm not sure if you can even bait deer over here. I know Atlanta you can't. So yeah, it's just double checking, see what's in there.
Well, I just want to thank Matt and Roger and Tim. Those without them guys, man, this would have really been hard. Those guys made it so much easier, and all the help last night from Matt and today from Roger has just been awesome. Roger put us back on the track, and it's just been it made the whole experience awesome. Plus with the other hunters, last weekend and this week, Pat's come down yesterday and today to help. I mean, and he put us on this herd this morning. So I just want to thank all those guys. I mean, it's been pretty cool.
Great.
So all 4 days have been awesome. Brandon, Jeff, and Greg and those guys too. Everybody worked together. Just awesome. I mean, it's been really awesome. And to have him take this cow, it's a nice big cow. He's never killed anything. So to see him do this, it's been cool.
Cool.